Right now at 5, housing for veterans. The Chippewa Valley Habitat for Humanity is turning empty classrooms at an Eau Claire church into apartments.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
News 8 Now at 5, I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off tonight. The man accused of attempted homicide will have his competency evaluated. 43-year-old Freeman Cole appeared in court today. He's accused of allegedly beating and trying to strangle a woman to death. Cole faces counts of attempted first-degree intentional homicide, strangulation, and suffocation, as well as false imprisonment. Attorneys raised Cole's competency, and he will now undergo an evaluation to see if he's fit to stand trial. He's expected back in court on December 29th. Well, it was a sunny and warmer one today, but I did not get to go outside and enjoy it, but I did get to see it outside of my window, and it looked lovely, Greg.
It was lovely if you are outside, but yeah, we definitely had the 40 degrees, mid 40 all the way up, so definitely warm. Maybe not warm as we back in 1998 when we were in the 60s, but we'll take it after the cold snap that we had briefly. Overall temperatures right now still in the low 40s for most locations, upper 30s, so very nice conditions. That's kind of where our normal high should be. Once again, a temperature change about 20 to 25 degrees depending on location. So definitely was a good change. Out to the west, really not a lot of cold air to the west. We are tracking a little front to the north, but there's not a lot of cold air behind that one. It's well to the north, but that's what's going to eventually dig south and produce a little bit of cooler conditions tomorrow. But once again, still seasonable. Nothing like that we've saw the last couple days. So really pleasant for the November for this evening. We're just getting back down to the low 30s for La Crosse with on and off cloud cover, and that south wind will continue. And for Eau Claire, similar conditions getting up to the upper 20s this evening. So once again, very pleasant for the end of November with that west-southwest wind. Otherwise, it's a great time to get the lights up because we do have some active, somewhat weather coming up a little bit later in the weekend. Plus, I'll break down when we might see some other lights in the sky a bit later in the broadcast.
Okay, thank you, Greg. According to the National Alliance to End Homelessness, on any given night, almost 5,000 people are without a home in the state of Wisconsin. One Gunderson Health System program is looking to provide the resources for those in need. News 8 Now's Michael Germain has the details. Good evening, Michael.
Emily, the homeless outreach team at Gunderson Health System is looking to combat against the problem of homelessness in La Crosse, looking to provide the aid and resources that many in this community take for granted.
Really, our goal is to make sure that people are safe.
The outreach team consists of the La Crosse Fire Department, emergency personnel, and others from a variety of organizations. Sandy Brecky is the senior consultant to the Office of Population Health at Gunderson Health System. Brecky is a part of the mobile medical team, which provides medical assistance to folks in need.
We're taking care of medical issues right on the spot. So we have a mobile van that we take out, and on Wednesdays we have physicians and residents and nurses out. And so any medical needs that people have, we can address right there on the spot.
Brecky says it can be hard for the homeless to get care at Gunderson Health. So instead, they take their care to them.
Because we know there's a lot of barriers for them to actually come into the health system.
With the colder temperatures making their way through the Coulee region, there are several health risks you need to be aware of.
We're worried about hypothermia. We're worried about people that maybe have mental illness or substance use disorder that maybe can't even identify when they're in trouble.
But out of everything, the reoccurring theme is frostbite.
We're still right now working with 2 people who have complications from frostbite from last year. The other thing we see a lot of is what we call trench foot.
Trench foot is caused when your feet get wet, but they're not properly dried off, which can be difficult to fix, especially during the winter months.
Their feet are sitting, wet all the time. So it's hot and cold and wetness, which can cause infections and complications in people's feet.
Molly McCormick, the community risk educator for the La Crosse Fire Department, says these people are still community members regardless of their housing situations.
We're trying to reach folks that are at most risk, and so in our community, the unsheltered population is a group that needs that extra connection.
McCormick says it's more about building relationships and trust within the community.
It's difficult. It's hard being here and knowing what people are facing, but it's nice to be just even to bring kindness. I think that the world needs a little more kindness, a little more compassion, and that's really going to help in this hardship and the trauma that folks have faced.
Now, for more information on this story, you can head to our website at news8000.com. Until then, reporting in La Crosse, Michael Germain, News 8 Now. Emily, back to you.
All right, thank you, Michael. Homeless veterans in Wisconsin will soon have a new place to call home. Habitat for Humanity is turning classrooms at One Eau Claire Church into apartments for them. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall has the story. Jeremy?
Apartments will be inside Grace Lutheran Church. Housing Council Assistance reports that recently more than 300 homeless veterans are living in Wisconsin. Chippewa Valley Habitat for Humanity is hoping the apartments will get them off the streets and into a nice place. The church will have 11 units. They will be on 3 floors of the building. 2 of the floors will be studios, 1 and 2 bedroom apartments. One of them will be a common area. The nonprofit is converting 2 to 3 classrooms into 1 apartment. Chippewa Valley Habitat for Humanity chose Grace Lutheran Church because of its proximity to services including the Veterans Association and local doctors. Executive Director John Dawson says he sees this as a stepping stone.
In this particular case, we felt that it was too big of a leap to go from homeless to home. So this is an interim phase where they'll rent, and then when they get healed, then they'll move to affordable housing.
Half of the funding is coming from the Department of Housing and Urban Development. The rest of the money will be from donations. Dawson says he hopes other Habitat for Humanities nationwide will convert empty church classrooms into apartments. Emily.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. Now, the apartments are slated to be ready by the summer. In Iowa, 7 students are part of a lawsuit challenging State File 496, also known as the book ban law, in federal court. One of the students say the removal of books with queer topics from schools send a message to queer students that they do not belong in school. An attorney with the American Civil Liberties Union of Iowa says the law shows a lack of trust in Iowa educators.
Instead of trusting them to prepare our children for the real Iowa with its diversity of people and opinions, this law demands that they overly restrict the thoughts our children can receive and share.
ACLU is one of the groups representing the students and their families. The lawsuit lists Governor Kim Reynolds as the primary defendant. She sent a statement in response to the filing saying, quote, "Protecting children from pornography and sexually explicit content shouldn't be controversial. The real controversy is that it exists in elementary schools." Representative George Santos's time in Congress may be coming to an end if New York Republicans have their way. GOP House leaders say they will let their members vote with their conscience as a move to expel Santos from Congress is gaining momentum. Bradley Blackburn has more details from New York.
House leaders say a vote to expel Congressman George Santos could come Thursday or Friday, and even Santos himself thinks this could be the end.
I believe my colleagues, and a lot of them are saying that they have the votes.
So you think the writing is on the wall?
Could be, yeah.
This would be the second time Santos has faced an expulsion vote, and momentum is moving against him.
How will you be voting?
I'll be voting to expel Santos. He's a crook.
At least a dozen lawmakers have said they changed their minds and will join those voting to expel Santos. The move comes after the House Ethics Committee alleged the Long Island Republican deceived donors and used campaign funds to buy Botox, designer clothing, and take trips to the Hamptons and Atlantic City.
This is different. I mean, this is very expensive. This is fraud. He refused to cooperate with the committee, which is our self-policing thing, and I think it's a pretty straightforward case.
Santos's removal would trigger a special election within 90 days. And with tight margins in the House, losing the seat could make it harder for Republicans to pass legislation. But New York Republicans say they're confident they can replace him with another Republican, and they're the ones pushing for the vote.
He shouldn't be a member of Congress. We were the first to call for his resignation. We were the first to support his expulsion. Santos is not part of the party.
It takes a 2/3 vote in the House to approve the resolution and expel Santos from Congress. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Only 5 House members have ever been expelled from Congress, and most of those occurred during the Civil War. Just ahead, aid trucks continue to flow into the war-torn city of Gaza. UN officials warn the help may have come too late.
Save big money on your next project right now at Menards.
Easily clean up wet and dry messes with the Shop Vac 10-gallon vacuum. It's the perfect companion for any shop or job site. Pick one up today for $84.99. Keep your guns and ammunition safely secure with Sports Afield gun safes. Big, medium, or small, we carry many sizes to fit your needs. The Sports Afield Denali Fireproof 32 gun safe with the electronic lock is $799.
4 seasons greetings to you all from Menards.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of it in a new Honda. Whether it's taking the gang to the slopes in an available all-wheel drive Pilot, delivering presents in a rugged Passport, or all in a few toys for yourself in a powerful Ridgeline. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
It's big, really big. It's the winter clearance at Drury's in Fountain. It's where you'll find incredible savings on closeouts, floor samples, and overstocks. Sofas from Flexsteel and Smith Brothers. Casual dining from John Thomas and Cannondale. Bedrooms by Canal Dover and Daniels Amish. And the area's best selection of quality leather from Eckerness and Lazy Boy. It's all in stock, ready for immediate delivery, and all at real savings. Drury's, family owned since 1925. The winter clearance. It's on now at Drury's in Fountain.
Replace your outdated bath or shower with a clean, new, updated look. Make the call to Mad City Baths, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler. In as little as 1 day, get a new shower or walk-in tub back with a lifetime warranty. And with Mad City's Price Lock Guarantee, lock your price in for 1 year. And now during our holiday savings sale, receive 75% off installation of a new bath or shower. 48 months, 0 interest, senior military discounts, and a bonus. Receive $500 in Mad City cash with purchase of a new bath or shower. Plus, call during this program and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, and western Wisconsin, call 715-941-1303. Here's the number again, 715-941-1303.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Qatar's foreign ministry is confirming a U.S. citizen is among the hostages Hamas released today. The extended ceasefire is set to expire after this most recent exchange, but intense negotiations are underway to continue the truce even longer. Israel believes about 150 hostages still remain in captivity. In Gaza, residents lined up for supplies at a UN distribution center. Health officials warn of dire outcomes facing the millions of Palestinian civilians living in the war-torn territory.
Eventually, we will see more people dying from disease than we're even seeing from the bombardment if we are not able to put back this health system.
The White House says more than 2,000 trucks of aid have made it into Gaza since October 21st. But UN health officials say the surge in aid is still not nearly as much as needed. Israel's prime minister said Wednesday that Israel unequivocally plans to resume the war when the truce ends. The mothers of 2 of the college students who were shot in Vermont over the weekend are speaking out. This comes as authorities are working to determine if the shooting was a hate crime after 3 men of Palestinian descent were shot in Burlington. All 3 students, 2 American citizens and a legal resident, are recovering from gunshot wounds. 20-year-old Hisham Awarni is the most seriously injured.
So he should be having an operation today, and he may, in the next week or so, be moved into a rehabilitation facility because he has an incomplete spinal injury, which means that he currently can't move his legs.
To have this happen to our children here in the United States, where we sent them to study, thinking that they're safe, is, it's just absolute horror for us. It's every mother's nightmare, and that has just come true.
48-year-old Jason Eaton has pleaded not guilty to 3 counts of attempted murder. He's accused of shooting the men as they were walking down the street. Police say 2 of the men were wearing traditional Palestinian scarves. Well, coming up, former First Lady Rosalynn Carter's funeral took place today. Former presidents and first ladies give their condolences.
We have seasonal conditions, but we might have some northern lights viewing potentially tomorrow night, depending on cloud cover. I'll break all that down, and what we'll see, maybe some snow or rain this weekend. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Winter is here, and with winter weather come accidents and mishaps. Whether you're on your way to work, walking the dog, or out on the trail, accidents can happen.
At Bygoff and Rohde, we help you get the settlement you deserve to put your life back on track.
It was a Swift, and they cleaned up pretty good after themselves, so no complaints.
Mad City Baz is A+ rated with the BBB. With more than 50,000 satisfied customers, our installers are experts in their field and pay close attention to detail, performing a full job site cleanup. It's just another reason homeowners love Mad City Baz. Upgrade your bathroom and save during our holiday savings sale. Receive 75% off installation of a new bath or shower. 48 months, 0 interest. Senior military discounts and a bonus. Receive $500 in Mad City cash with purchase of a new bath or shower. Plus, call during this program and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, and western Wisconsin, call 715-941-1303. Here's the number again, 715-941-1303.
This year, let Ford make the holidays bright. Go over any type of terrain with Ford Bronco Sport.
Hey, Dad.
How's the weather?
All good.
And the Ford Explorer with available seating for 7. And with power on demand in the all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning, well, that's how Ford is making the holidays bright. Now, get 2.9% financing for 66 months plus $1,750 FlexBuy cash on select Ford SUVs, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning, and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports, and your day becomes better, and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and, you know, it's a good life. I'm Randy, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
With Bygoff and Rohde, you don't just get a lawyer. You get the experience and power of our entire team of lawyers, paralegals, legal assistants, and researchers. Bygoff and Rohde, Wisconsin's personal injury law firm for over 50 years.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A final day of tributes and farewells to Rosalynn Carter. The former First Lady had a private funeral in her hometown, Plains, Georgia, where she lived for decades with her husband, former President Jimmy Carter. The funeral was held at the Carters' longtime church in a town of just 600 people. As First Lady from 1977 to 1981, she was her husband's closest advisor and then became a political force herself, traveling the world to help fight disease and famine. Her final resting place is on the grounds of the couple's home, where her husband still lives. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed the warmer temperatures today. I'm looking to get my tree tomorrow, and I don't want to freeze doing it. Is there any hope for me, Greg?
You know, I want to ask if that's for you personally, but you know. But no, actually the weather's actually going to be really nice for the rest of the period. We're not looking at any of the cold conditions. In fact, we do have the aurora forecast. Quite a bit of activity from the sun is going to be impacting, and right now it looks like tomorrow night, we could actually see some tonight, but tomorrow night right now looks to be the best opportunity. You see storming levels, 7 really corresponds to getting it down at least into central Wisconsin, maybe tonight on the horizon. Once again, this all depends on cloud cover. We'll time this out a little better tomorrow once the modeling out there gets an idea when they start impacting, but there is definitely the potential there to see some strong aurora if it all plays out, and cloud cover will be the biggest thing. But look at the big national map. There's not a lot going on really at all besides the Great Lakes over to the east with the lake effect continuing. Out to the west, there's not much of anything really, so that's the good news. For us, as we look at, we're going to still have mild conditions overnight. We'll just get back down into the upper 20s, near 30s. You wake up. Once again, you'll see the winds begin to shift around. We do have a front that's coming through tomorrow. The only thing with this front really is going to turn the winds to the northwest and maybe keep our temperature down a few more degrees than we saw today, especially further north. Otherwise, you won't see much impact with a few high clouds. Now, as we go into tomorrow night, the cloud cover is going to play the role really in the northern lights if we're visible. We have cloud cover out there right now, but how much is a little bit uncertain. You can see the temperatures tomorrow evening still low 30s, and then we're going to watch a system come up to the north. That'll be more for Friday, but you see here Thursday night around midnight, spotty cloud cover. The moon's still pretty about 90% illumination, so there are some factors going against it, but definitely we'll keep an eye on to see if it does happen. Overall, bigger picture shows the system that we're watching. Here's the front that came down. When we go into Friday, there's going to be a system from the south that's going to lift north. You'll see the precipitation start to pull up here. This should stay to our south, but it's going to provide a little bit more cloud cover going into Friday, but still overall should be a fairly seasonal day. And then really it gets into this weekend, unsettled period. We're looking through the pretty much Saturday night through about Monday night time frame. One system's here that comes up, and then a second one potentially could be coming Monday through Monday night too. Once again, this has been changing back and forth quite a bit, so there's still a lot of uncertainty, but really what we're seeing is just 2 periods of rain or snow. Some accumulation is possible right now. It's looking a little better. It's just how much and where it'll happen, we'll have to keep in tabs of. Right now, I would say Saturday night is probably the more likely potential for maybe some travel impacts if it pans out. But just stay attention to our forecast. We update this, but that's what we're looking through. Right now, there's not a lot of heavier snow on this. This is for 3 inches in 24 hours. That would be expected with a lot of the timing and uncertainty going on right now, but that could change. We'll keep updated on that to see if it does. Otherwise, the big story with this, even behind the system, the temperatures this weekend, as you see, we're still going to be about near average or above. As we go into early next week, even behind that system and our flow begins to turn around, we're not seeing a lot of cold air that's going to filter into the area. So beyond Tuesday and Wednesday, near average. But then you look to the west, we could actually see the 40s come back, maybe mid to upper 40s by the time we get to end of next weekend as all that warm air begins to push east. So once again, we're not seeing any cold air really in this forecast, 8-day forecast. But for tomorrow, just a few degrees cooler as we look at temperatures here going on, and for the La Crosse area, around 40 degrees. Further south, we'll probably get maybe into the mid-40s. Once again, that front will come through probably later for them, so they'll probably see a few more degrees. Up to the north, 40 degrees for Whitehall, and then further north, probably we'll see temperatures getting close to around 40, mid-30s where the front will come through a little early. Beyond that, there's your precipitation chances for the weekend as we're looking through Saturday through Monday. Once again, we'll time that out as we get better closer to the system, but we could see some impacts from that. It's too early to say, and we'll update you on cloud cover for tomorrow for potential Christmas lights in the sky.
All right. Well, it was much nicer than last night today was at Rotary Lights. If you go out there, please bundle up. Well, when we come back, Joy of Sharing is just around the corner. A Salvation Army official shares how donations are used to help area residents.
Energy-efficient windows with beautiful new wood trim installed by skilled carpenters. Contact the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate. High quality at lower prices.
Bring the family to Snowy Ridge Tree Farm in Westby. Find your Christmas tree and a great family adventure. Cut your own or choose from our pre-cut selection. Bring your family for a fun holiday tradition. Snowy Ridge Tree Farm, Westby.
Still living with that old bathroom from the 70s, 80s, or 90s? Then call Mad City Baths and bring your bathroom up to date with a new walk-in shower with modern colors and patterns, customized with shelves, grab bars, and handhelds. And remember, with Mad City's Price Lock Guarantee, lock your price in for 1 year. There's still time to save during our holiday savings sale. Receive 75% off installation of a new bath or shower. 48 months, 0 interest. Senior military discounts, and call now to get the bonus. Receive $500 in Mad City cash with purchase of a new bath or shower. Plus, last chance to call during this program and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, and western Wisconsin, call 715-941-1303. Here's the number again, 715-941-1303.
Ho Chunk Gaming Black River Falls presents Matt Stell. Don't miss this multi-platinum country artist live February 16th. Matt Stell with opening
opening act, Mason-Dixon Line. $35 tickets include $15 free rewards play. Available now on Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Matt Stell, February 16th at Ochuck Gaming, Black River Falls. Must be 21 or over to attend.
Snowy Ridge Tree Farm. We're more than trees. Bring the kids and enjoy the zip lines, hot chocolate, and cookies. Stop in the cabin for our locally crafted gifts. Bring the family to Snowy Ridge Tree Farm in Westby.
Well, if you didn't know, this Friday is News 8 Now's annual Joy of Sharing at the Onalaska Festival Foods. One of the organizations benefiting is La Crosse's Salvation Army. The organization supplies a crucial service to our area, providing shelter to those facing homelessness. And as temperatures continue to drop, their work is more important than ever. The funds collected from the Joy of Sharing go to support programs for the shelter's residents.
The money comes in to help provide housing, provide meals, provide assistance to individuals. It helps us to be able to support and provide as well wraparound programs and services to help folks from being unhoused to housing.
The La Crosse Salvation Army shelter has been full since April 1st, with 61 residents, including 3 families. News 8 Now will be accepting cash donations for the Salvation Army. We will be at the Festival Foods in Onalaska Friday from 5 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. You can also drop off unwrapped new toys for Toys for Tots or non-perishable food items for the Hunger Task Force. And we'll have one more look at our weather forecast when we return.
Get Cyber Week Hot Buys now at Home Furniture. This 3-piece sectional is just $7.77, or this counter table and stools is just $3.99. And all Christmas is 50% off. Cyber Week Hot Buys going on now at Home Furniture.
Cracks in brick, cracks in block? Call American Waterworks. Leaning or bowing basement walls? Call American Waterworks. Sticking windows or doors? Call American Waterworks. Settling or sinking foundation? That's right. Call American Waterworks. It's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call American Waterworks. Call American Waterworks today.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Black Friday Extended event going on now. Join us for more unbeatable Black Friday-like deals store-wide while supplies last. Like over 65% off these velvet animal throws, just $7.99. Over 55% off this vacuum sealer starter kit, $49.99. Women's Alfred Dunner Fashion Collections half price. And get a free $15 gift card when you spend $75 on Purina Pro Plan pet food. Don't miss your last chance to save with extended Black Friday-like deals at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups, or current Chevy owners can use Red Tag Bonus Cash to get $5,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Visit hometownchevy.com.
Here we go. I knew I could do it. I just had to take the first step.
Hey, how's it going? Marcus, my boy. Welcome to my humble abode. Nice to meet you.
When Marcus came to my door, it was my chance to give someone a safe place to stay for a little while.
When you open your heart and home through foster parenting, you're helping the teen write new chapters, which can positively impact the teen for the rest of their life.
Be part of the story.
For more information about becoming a foster parent, contact Children's Wisconsin.
Christmas is open at Home Seasonal Concepts. Get up to 50% off. Get a great selection of trees, wreaths, garland, and all your holiday decor needs. 'Tis the season for everything Christmas at Home Seasonal Concepts, inside all home furniture showrooms.
All right, a little cooler tomorrow, but overall not too bad. Seasonal conditions. We have that front coming through, so the winds will swing around. And the same story for La Crosse, too. Just a couple degrees cooler. We're in the upper 30s instead of the 40s. And then we'll kind of see what goes on tomorrow night with cloud cover. And then we're keeping an eye on the weekend type of rain or snow.
All right, looks like a perfect day to get my tree tomorrow. Looking forward to it. We'll see you guys at 6.